Hello everyone, it's Susan with Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. What you're looking at are video thumbnails on my other channel, where I have mentioned a number of times there are a number of cat rescue related videos. And it seemed to work out pretty well, even though we had commercials pop up and whatnot. This channel, my other channel, Lip Locked No More, is not monetized. However, YouTube itself is. So often at the end or the beginning of one of my videos, they will have placed an ad. But most of you seem to enjoy looking at the actual furry felines of mass destruction that live here with us. Or should I say, we live with them. And of course, everybody loves the ninja kittens. Well, everybody loves all the cats, don't they? But, you know, I enjoy featuring certain things from time to time. So I am hoping to be able to play this one to begin with. It's on pause right now because this is the day I knew Ginger Snaphead had her babies. The first day I go looking for them, and the day the boss rescued them. But it's in 3 parts. So we'll see how it goes. I don't have a line producer, it's just me. And we have our reason we're here. Continuing our series that I'm calling Something Else, because it is. Another story from Angel Cats, Divine Messengers of Comfort, by Alan and Linda Anderson. Copyright 2004. For more information regarding the book and the music track you're hearing in the background, please see the description below. By the way, Utah and Wells are quite active right now. So, I also want to say this before I begin reading tonight's story, The Comfort of Cameo by Tony Eames of Fresno, California. I've never given a trigger warning on this channel before, but I'm becoming more and more familiar with you, the listener, the viewer, and the fact that some stories are just, well, they evoke more sorrow related to your fur babies than you prefer to experience. So please allow me to give a gentle trigger warning, not for the videos that are going to come along here, but for the story I'm about to read. But if you can make it to the end, as I've said in other stories, your heart will be satisfied. The Comfort of Cameo by Tony Eames, Fresno, California, from a collection of stories, Angel Cats. Chapter 1, page 29. Several years after my father died, my mother, whom we call Mamala, decided that a cat would be the perfect companion. Mamala was still working and away from home for 10 hours a day, and she didn't feel that a dog could be left alone that long. At the time, I shared my home in New York with 2 cats, Disney and Tevya, so Mamala considered me to be an expert on cats. We went to an animal shelter near Mamala's house in Queens, New York, where a lovely black and white 1-year-old cat stole her heart. We brought the cat home and named her Cameo. Mamala became extremely attached to her first feline friend, so when Cameo contracted feline leukemia virus a year later and died, Mamala simply had to get another cat. Our veterinarian, Dr. Tobias, was trying to place a litter of black and white 6-week-old kittens at the time, and Mamala fell in love with a Cameo look-alike in miniature. She honored this new little bundle of fur by giving the kitten the name of her beloved predecessor. The new Cameo spent the first 8 years of her life as an only cat. However, when I traveled, Disney and Tevya stayed at Mamala's house. The 3 cats established a comfortable relationship during those times, but Cameo was not as relaxed around dogs. Because I am blind, I often visited Mamala with my guide dog Ivy. Cameo would spend the entire visit hiding under the bed. Mamala and I had a reciprocal cat-sitting arrangement, so whenever she traveled, Cameo stayed with me. I beg your pardon. During those visits, Cameo's inherent shyness caused her to hide behind the stove or on the closet shelf. Ivy was always gentle with cats, but Cameo remained uncomfortable around any member of the canine species. When Mamala died in 1989, Cameo's world turned upside down. My new husband, Ed, and I moved to California, and we brought Cameo to live with us. Her old friend Disney was there, but Tevya had died, and Kimmel, a white and black kitten, had been added to the family since Cameo had last stayed with me. Another major change Cameo had to face was the presence of Kirby, Ed's guide dog. It had been hard enough for Cameo to deal with my golden retriever, but now there were 2 of these playful creatures in the house. Cameo's passion for food was the initial impetus for getting over her shyness. She loved to eat, and she quickly learned that there was no reward to be gained by hiding. Her strong desire to be cuddled and groomed also kept her in the midst of the family activities. When she realized that large dogs could easily be dominated by a powerful hiss, she began to relax around our 2 guard dogs. Over the next few years, Cameo coexisted with her canine and feline siblings. It didn't take her long to figure out that it was easy to leap over a dog to get to her favorite human lap. And when the alarm clock went off in the morning, Cameo made room for the canine core to jump on the bed she shared with us. Although Cameo and Ivy lived in harmony for 6 years, they rarely interacted. By August of 1995, Ivy's health had significantly declined, and the quality of her life had deteriorated to the point where I knew our partnership had to end. One fateful day, I had to phone our vet, Dr. Larson, and ask him to come over and euthanize my devoted partner and teammate of the last 11 years. As I hung up the telephone and began sobbing, 14-year-old Cameo sprang into action. She flung herself into my arms with a clear message that she felt my pain and was there to comfort me. When my tears dried, I sat on the floor stroking Ivy. Cameo shared her ministrations with the dog, her long-term house partner. She walked back and forth between Ivy and me, purring loudly and stopping periodically to lick Ivy's face, something she had never done before. When Dr. Larson and our friend Eve came to share Ivy's last moments, we all sat in a circle with Ivy in the center, and Cameo, fast asleep by that time, awoke with a start and jumped over Eve to play her part. The cat lay facing Ivy with her paws touching the dogs. As we all watched, Cameo soothingly purred Ivy into death. Cameo's behavior on this tragic day was truly astounding. Not only did she comfort me, but she also tenderly ministered to my cherished guide as the life ebbed from Ivy's body. Through sharing her compassion with me at the time of great sadness, my little angel Cameo helped me cope with one of the most difficult transitions of my life. For that act of love and devotion, I am eternally grateful. meditation with the love and compassion that cats often show for their fellow creatures. Do they teach us how to minister to each other? That's our neighbor Charles, the brother of Timmy, the young man who was walking with me looking for the ninja kittens. When you saw the boss kneeling at the culvert, he had just discovered where they are, or were. Right now, they're in the room with me, and one of them is sniffing on my left foot. So this is me trying to find out what the boss is up to, boss, and I've told you this story. There's Ginger Snap on the porch. She knew something was up. It was a very stressful event. Much of it not captured on video because of the stress involved and the high volume of traffic on the road you're looking at. Of course, as you can see, it was raining. I have an umbrella in one hand, the phone in the other, and there goes the boss with a flashlight. This is 10 months ago. All right, honeys. Maybe at least we know that she is feeling. Her teeth are being used. So what I'm talking about there is we know for sure she's had them because her teats are hanging low. We know she's been nursing. Let me mute that again. I just wanted to see what I was saying, if that makes any sense. Right now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because Ginger is on this side of the road and the babies are on the other. Okay, hang on. Hang on, you guys. Get us out of this. Go back to my channel. Pause it. Okay. Okay. Part 2, Kitten Rescue. That's the long curtain rod I've told you about. It's I get so emotional when I see Ginger Snap. Now, y'all remember I've told you the story, so up until this time, Ginger Snap has never let us touch her, never let us pet her, never let us help her in any way. She would only come to the porch to eat and drink. I'm holding a flashing red lantern to try to slow down the traffic, but they won't. There's the boss. He'd already, I don't know, I can't remember if he'd already dug out the ditch. And y'all, I haven't watched this in so long. Thank you for being here and watching it with me. The ninja kittens are settling down. Here comes Ginger Snap. I'm worried at this point. I'm so concerned because of the traffic. As I've mentioned when I've told the story before, without you seeing the footage, the road is very heavily traveled. And there I was, this old lady standing on a corner with the boss laying in the ditch in the rain. Very few even slowed down. None stopped to see if they could be of any help or if anything was wrong with the old man laying in the ditch. That's rather heartbreaking to me. It's more than rather heartbreaking right there. That guy, good thing I don't have the audio on, I cussed him out. He stopped his car down the road there a piece, revved up the engine, popped it into first gear, and peeled out. So I yelled out a few choice words for him. Trying to watch the traffic, I'm trying to watch the boss, I'm trying to watch Ginger. And here we go. First of the ninja kittens. Into the carrier and close the door. At this point in real time, I was just sobbing my eyes out. We didn't have any idea at this time how many. And here comes Ginger. The camera work is so poor because I was just trying so hard to watch Ginger, watch the boss, watch the traffic, wave the lantern, run the camera. And y'all, I know you'll believe me when I tell you, I was praying the whole time, God, please. God, please don't let Ginger get run over. God, please. Let the boss get these babies out. Please let him rescue them before. Baby, get down. We're trying to watch your rescue, silly. We're trying to watch you being rescued. And you're making it hard. There's your mommy. Okay, and sorry you guys. Okay, hang on just a second. There's one more part. One more part. Kitten Rescue Part 3. And there's an ad. Sorry. Put it down till the end. No, baby. Lady Opal Moon is trying very hard to get over here in this shot between us and her rescue. And I'm crying so hard right now I can't hardly see. And this will be you stay over there, Lady Opal Moon. No. Jeez. Hang on, guys. I gotta pause the rescue because of Lady Opal Moon. You come out of there. No. There's only 1 minute left. And we want the audience to see you get rescued. Even though you're 10 months old now. Here we go. I think this is where he gets another one. We're not going to get to see him get all of them because I had to stop. I had to do Paw Patrol. Come on, boss, get him. Okay, hang on again. All right. So, and finally, you guys, finally, here we go. Ginger snapping the babies. Our first rescue of a nursing mother and her babies. My girl Ginger Snap. All four safe and sound. Right here, right now with me. But right there, safe and sound with their mommy. For the very first time on our front porch. Oh, how I miss her. I wish I had never let her back outside. really sorry that that commercial popped up and kind of, you know. Maybe someday I'll learn how to edit. I know it hurts, but they need us. The very first job God gave Adam was to name the animals. And God gave mankind, humankind, dominion over his creation, the earth and everything upon it. Thank you for watching. This has been Susan with Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. Please have a heart and help a cat.